A lot of times I have this experience of wanting to change. There's something that I want to change about myself or my behavior, some new habit that I want to pick up, or like an old habit that I want to stop doing. Recently it's been emotional eating for me, which happens in a lot of situations. And it's not only negative emotions, it's not only like I'm eating when I'm feeling stressed or sad. I also have this problem with emotional eating when I'm having fun. Like I eat to keep having fun or to have more fun or to enhance the fun that I'm already having. But even beyond eating, just any time where I felt like I want to pick up a new habit, whether it's exercising or journaling or meditating or going on walks in the morning, it's like I always run into this wall because part of me wants that change. Part of me obviously wants to do whatever the fuck it is I'm trying to do. And then another part of me doesn't want to change. Like I have this weight and like a counterweight. It's like perfectly balanced. Like the weight of wanting to change is like balanced out by the counterweight of not wanting to change. And the result is like nothing moves, nothing happens. I don't fucking make any change. Just continue living the way I have happened to live. Like whatever's easiest, whatever's most comfortable, just like the lifestyle that I didn't necessarily choose for myself, you know, like it's like a mixture of conscious choice and unconscious habit and comfort. And the mix is like, I don't know, it varies, but it's not always more conscious choice than unconscious habit, you know? Like a lot of times I feel like the patterns that I settle into are not something that I consciously would choose or have chosen. It just happens. Like when you try to think about how did you get here where you are right now? How did you end up like this? Not that this is the end, but like just what led you here? It's hard to say, right? It's just who fucking knows? Because it's not choices that you consciously made. Some of it is, but a lot of it happened because of like what was easy or just unconscious reactions that you've developed over time to like certain emotions that you have. Maybe you feel bad and so you eat junk food like I do, or you get home from work and you're stressed and tired, so you just veg out on the couch, and there's nothing wrong with those things. Those aren't bad. They're just what happened. But it's frustrating when you want to change and you feel like you're fighting against yourself. You're like fighting against this part of yourself that you can't even really control. Like sometimes I feel like you have like this demon in the back of your head that's like comes out after 9 p.m. and is like, you know what? I want to eat junk food all night. All that other shit where I was like, nah, I'm not going to do this. That wasn't me. I don't want that. This is what I want. And that's scary and it's frustrating. And it's like, bro, like, who am I? And you're settled into the patterns that you are used to and you're not trying to change and you're just chilling, or you are trying to change and you're frustrated because you're always fighting against yourself to do things differently. I was thinking about this recently and I thought the part of me and the part of you that doesn't want to change is afraid of being uncomfortable, even though it may not seem like that, especially if you're thinking about like the part of you that like for me, like wants to eat more to enhance the fun I'm already having. That doesn't seem like fear of discomfort, but I think it is actually. And I think change is possible, even and especially big change in how you feel, how you live your life, how you interact with other people, how you interact with yourself. But it's on the other side of discomfort and fear, like fear of discomfort. Because essentially what you're saying to yourself when you don't want to change, or when the part of you that doesn't want to change is in control, what you're saying is, I can't bear to feel the discomfort of changing my routine, changing my actions. Like I could do things differently, but I know that's going to be not what I'm used to. It's going to be weird. I'm like depriving myself of the comfort that I usually feel in my usual habits. And that's going to be too hard to feel. I can't feel that discomfort. And so you keep yourself stuck because you won't allow yourself to feel that discomfort. Like the initial barrier of feeling discomfort in change is too high, or it seems too high. You like make it out to be high and impassable in your mind. And so you don't ever even like attempt to cross it, or like you get up to it and you try it once or twice, but then you're tired of feeling uncomfortable and it's easier to go back to the easy way things were. I think that's ultimately not true. I think you can feel that discomfort. And I think getting a little more comfortable with the idea of feeling discomfort getting more comfortable with being uncomfortable is like, I don't know, that's like the way forward. Because I don't think that discomfort is insurmountable. I don't think it's going to kill me, or even it's not going to even really hurt that bad. It's just like I build it up to be so big in my mind, and like I dip my toes in the water and I'm like, oh, it's cold. And then I like, go back to chilling on the side of the pool. And what I want to do is be more willing to feel uncomfortable and to know that I'll still be okay. It's not going to kill me and that I can handle it. I think that you can handle the discomfort that you've built up in your mind to be this huge barrier. It could just be like a small little fence that you have to step over, like a little baby gate that you can open. But it turns into this giant wall or this mountain that seems impossible to scale. But once you get up to it, I think you can think about it in that way, that I'm uncomfortable right now, and that's okay. I'm not going to let that stop me from doing the things that I want to do and living the way that I want to live. And I can accept that this is the way I feel and make the choice to do what's important to me with that feeling and bring it along. Maybe that's a way to honor your feelings and still do the things that are important to you. I read something recently that kind of imagined this as the emotional T-Rex. It's like you have this emotional T-Rex that you've been feeding your whole life, and it like started out really small, and like the emotional T-Rex could be any emotion that you are avoiding engaging with, like shame. Like shame has probably been with you your whole life in some form or another. It's like an old friend at this point. Not that you like it, but it's been a companion of yours on the journey. And you're so afraid of feeling shame that you feed it. You keep feeding it with the things that you do to avoid it, whether that's eating or smoking or binge watching or whatever, anything that these behaviors that people demonize, which aren't necessarily bad, but if you're using them to avoid your feelings, they create more of that feeling, and they make it so that feeling touches more and more areas of your life. So you feed the T-Rex and it gets bigger and bigger, and then it just seems scarier and scarier. It's like roaring, and it's like, doing whatever T-Rexes do. And it's never actually like hurt you, but it just seems so scary that you just keep feeding it. And I think maybe it does hurt. It has hurt you. That's not entirely true, because shame and emotions like that, it does hurt to feel that. It's uncomfortable. I think ultimately it becomes a lot more painful and more uncomfortable to continue avoiding it than to keep going with it, to accept it and realize that it's been with you for a long time, and it's probably going to continue with you, and it's going to show up again, and you can take care of it. You can address it. You can do things that make it a lot better to handle and to live with, but it's going to show up again, and that's okay. You can feel it. You can handle it. You'll be okay. That's all I got today. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for listening. If you like this video, like the video. Be nice to yourself today. Talk to you soon. Bye.